How's it? So, leg day, hamstring focus done. Decent enough workout. I found myself not really working that hard. I think it's partially because I know that I'm about to leave tomorrow and go see some family in London. And that's kind of been on my mind, and I'm kind of focusing less on that, on gym, and more on things I need to do, which isn't necessarily bad, but it is annoying because I do need to still maintain the hard work in gym. I also think my running on the days that I do running, my workouts are just less intense, especially if I can't get a nap between them, which today I couldn't because it's Easter break, so gym was closing early, and I had to get there in time for my workout because, you know, better to do something than nothing. But otherwise, yeah, it was good. I'm still trying to implement my resting smiling face, which I think is working well. It's still, as I spoke about yesterday, it definitely improves my mood and just makes me feel a bit more jovial and look at life a bit lighter and more more happily. But yeah, that's the gist of the gym today. today I kind of wanted to speak about what I've been reading. It's why we shouldn't be angry with those who do wrong. And essentially the way they go about this is by saying, if you see someone doing wrong, again, this has been put in layman's terms by me because I can't quite remember the exact quote, and yeah, grain of salt as usual. If you see someone doing wrong, obviously you exclaim to them and you tell them what they've done and your view on it. Now, if someone is to take that view and implement it, obviously they are a person of willingness and good choice, and they trying to progress and improve themselves. However, when it comes to people who ignore it and are stubborn and decide not to listen and whatever, they have been deprived of their most freeing factor, choice, and they are choosing not to do anything, and they are stubborn, and as depicted a lot as a mule. They're stubborn as a mule. So the reason I talk about this is because, at least with myself, I find it quite frustrating when someone is clearly doing something wrong. Well, not wrong, but it's clearly not improving their life or having their best interest in heart, you know? And they choose to do these things, and you speak your mind and tell whatever, but then you have to realize at the end of the day, if someone chooses not to listen to you, that's their choice. And an invincible man, again depicted by this book, an invincible man is a person who does not allow themselves to be affected by external factors, things they cannot control. So when it comes to everything in life that you can't control, don't let it affect you. If that comes to what people do to you, what people are doing, what people are saying, anything really, just don't let it affect you, because an invincible man only places their values on things they can control. And that's great, because really it's just for living your life fully fulfilled, because you're not going to enjoy everything you do when you're worrying about every little minute thing that you can't control. Especially, I found myself with the social media stuff. It is easy to find yourself kind of caught up in numbers and thinking about that sort of stuff. And in the first couple of weeks, I found myself feeling like that. And ever since I've been reading this book, I know it doesn't sound good, and I am very appreciative of the progress I'm seeing on this and the new followers and views or whatever I'm gaining and whatever. But at the end of the day, I actually just don't really care about it, because what I'm doing now and what I'm creating is within my control, and I'm enjoying it, and I'm doing it for my own fulfillment. And the thought of being upset over, I don't know, let's say views, or stressing rather about views or likes or whatever, I think that's so unproductive, because I have no control over that. And if I allow myself to be affected by that, how is that productive in any way towards my goals and my aspirations? The answer is it's not at all. So it goes back again to placing your emotional values on things, because again, going back to how we shouldn't be upset with people doing wrongs, is those wrongs are also just emotional values we've placed on things. Those wrongs aren't actually wrong if you really think about it, because what dictates right and wrong? Right and wrong is dictated by our own values we place on things, and who's to say the values we place on things are right or wrong? And then essentially with the power of choice, you also evaluate your choice, which in this case would be your emotional choice, with reason. But then with that logic, you'd evaluate your reason with reason as well. So it's kind of a weird loop of nothing really matters, but at the same time, everything matters. But focus on what you value and what you can control, because you can't control everything. And as humans, with the power of choice, I feel like we often want to control everything, but we need to realize we can't. And with that sort of thought process, I feel like you can live a lot happier and a lot more fulfilled. So I hope that's been a little bit of food for thought and you've enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and we will see you tomorrow.